Hello and good day. Welcome to today's video where we'll be tackling about the different kinds of fake news. Hi, I am Leon Josephine P. Padillo from grade 11 Discipline, and I will be explaining the different kinds of fake news, disinformation, misinformation, and malinformation. So, the objectives for today is for us to analyze the different kinds of fake news and cultivate a critical mindset for us as Filipino netizens. We'll define and differentiate disinformation, misinformation, and malinformation. Of course, I will provide different real-life examples in order to further understand the concept that we will be exploring for today. Next, explain how to identify fake news and promote how to navigate responsibly in the online realm. So let us begin. Fake news is not just limited to one definition, as it has three types. While technology has evolved in which we can access news and information with just a click or a tap, but not everything we see online is guaranteed to be true. So let us begin with knowing what are the three types of fake news. First, disinformation. Next is misinformation. And lastly, we have malinformation. So, let us first know what is disinformation. Disinformation is defined as the information that is false and deliberately created to deceive. While the intent here is to harm or manipulate the audience. So let us begin with an example from May 2026. Here we have a Facebook post claiming that former President Rodrigo Duterte has a new lawyer from Japan named Phoenix Wright. While the post has already garnered 2.4k reactions, 165 comments, and 47 shares. So many people have been deceived, many people have believed this post. So how do we verify if this is false? So from searching Verifiles, so a statement here said that it is fake because the information or the lawyer that is shown in the photo is a character from a video game named Ace Attorney. The new counsel or the new attorney of the former president is yet to be disclosed. Therefore, Phoenix Wright being the new lawyer of former President Rodrigo Duterte is just made up. Additionally, the photo used is claimed to be AI generated, 100% AI generated from the same source, Verifiles. Verifiles said that the information is 100% AI generated. Therefore, the photo is not true and is just made up. Another example here is from Jay Sanza. So, Jay Sanza in 2026 posted a post regarding President Marcos's health. So, he shared a photo of a flag at half-mast to imply a national death. And he also shared fake medical records. Here we have a post from which NBI has already arrested Jay Sanza for spreading fake medical information. Information that is created. Information that is false and made up to deceive many people. So, GMA News is not the only outlet that has posted this, but we also have Inquirer.net and ABS-CBN. So again, this information is an information that is false and deliberately created to deceive, with the intent to manipulate or harm the target audience. So next, we have ways to identify disinformation. So number one, always investigate where it came from, the source and the URL. Whether the source is just a random page that we see or a verified media outlet such as GMA News, ABS-CBN, or Inquirer.net, or also URLs. URLs that are trustable are the ones that end with .gov.ph because it comes from governments. .edu or edu are from education institutes, and also .org or organizations. Let us not just believe in random URLs such as that ends with XYZ or .com. Next is check for emotional triggers. Usually, disinformation triggers anger, joy, or sadness. Next, perform a reverse image search. So always make sure that the photos used are real. Therefore, do a reverse image search, such as in Google, because Google immediately identifies whether the photo shown is true or not. If the news sounds too good to be true and only appears on a Facebook page that is not even verified or trustable, it is a fabrication. Next, always verify with multiple outlets. Not just random pages, but multiple outlets that are trustable, such as again GMA, ABS-CBN, or Inquirer.net. So always analyze the evidence shown and citations. Do not just believe on surface level. Always analyze whether the evidence shown is true or not. Some posts show links, but the other links that are shown navigate you to just a random app, not real evidences. So always make sure to analyze evidence and citations. Next, let us learn what is misinformation. So misinformation is defined as an information that is false, but the person sharing it is true, which is the intention is there is no intent to harm because they really do not know that it is fake. They believe that it is true. So the example. So there is a viral post claiming that the Department of Education will add grade 13 to the K-12 system. Well, it definitely caused a panic and anxiety among the parents and students. A comment here said, over na kayo. Sobrang stress na po para sa mga magulang at bata ang ginagawa ninyo. Another one here posted about additional 2 years for grade 13 and 14. So of course, they believe that it is true, and began to spread it without verifying the information that they have seen online. So, by checking the DepEd's official page, DepEd Philippines, it is said that this information is fake. Therefore, this is just a misinformation. So, how do we verify that it is a misinformation? How do we identify that it is a misinformation? So first, identify the primary source, where it came from. Always check the source. Next, check for consistency, whether it shows up on other outlets, verified outlets that we can trust. Next, verify the date and relevance. There are also posts, misinformation, wherein it says no class or walang pasok. But then it is a post from years ago in which it surfaced again, and many people believed it to be true. Therefore, always check or verify the date and relevance. Next, malinformation. Now, malinformation is defined as information that is based on reality, but used to inflict harm, with the intent to damage someone's reputation or privacy. So, an example of this is a scandal of a celebrity or an actor here in the Philippines, Nico Natividad. A private video has been leaked and spread among platforms. Here we have an example, which is X, or previously known as Twitter. Now, this video was identified to be true by the celebrity itself. Here we have an ABS-CBN article in which here we have an interview with Augie Diaz. Nico Natividad acknowledged the issue and took responsibility for his actions. The video was true, but then it was spread among different platforms. Not only Nico Natividad, we have Gil Cuerva, in which another viral intimate video of him has been leaked. And he said it is a violation of his privacy. Well, the examples I have shown you is a form of digital violence, as it ruins reputations, causes psychological trauma, and violates the Data Privacy Act of 2012. Going back to the definition of malinformation, malinformation is an information that is based on reality, but is used to inflict harm in order to damage someone's reputation or privacy. Now, how do we check or identify malinformation? First, the public interest versus privacy test. Always ask yourself, does the public need to know this for safety? Or is this just to humiliate someone? If it's a private content leaked without the owner's permission, it is malinformation. So stop the spread by not clicking or sharing. And again, always identify the source and the consent check. Again, whether the owner of the information has given the permission for it to be spread online. So, here we have the three kinds of fake news as our summary. Disinformation, it is deliberately created to harm. Misinformation, the person shares it, believing that it is true, and malinformation, based on reality, to inflict harm or to damage someone's privacy or reputation. Now, how do we stop this? How do we learn how to not be deceived by these kinds of fake news? So we have the SIFT method. Number 1, S, stop. So before reading, sharing, or reacting, especially to emotional captions, pause. Always pause first and analyze, which leads us to I, investigate. So research the author, research the source to understand whether the one who shared it is actually an official page, official like outlets, media outlets such as GMA, Inquirer.net, CNN, and many more. Next is find trusted coverage. Do not just rely on that post, but look for other trusted sources. Do not just rely on what you see. Do not just immediately believe, but also search for other posts regarding the one that you have just saw. Next is trace back to the original. That is when you can analyze whether what you saw is a fake news. Trace information back to its original source. So that is all for today, and I hope you have learned something about misinformation, disinformation, and malinformation, the three kinds of fake news. Once again, I am Leon Josephine P. Padillo from grade 11 Discipline, and thank you for watching this video. Goodbye!